Top of the morning elation to spark the brain.
Everybody get up! Get out of bed!
Live from Cape Town.
Yo, turn it up!
Feeding your mind and soul in the company of friends.
Wake up, everybody!
Welcome to Breakfast with Friends.
All right. Vaughan, just quickly tell us a little bit more about Connect Network. What are you guys all about? And the Child Protection Week that we are celebrating from Saturday.
Yeah, so firstly, Connect Network is a citywide Christian network of organizations around the city working with vulnerable women and children. About 90 organizations in total with about 5,000 practitioners or staff and caring for about 345,000 children around the city. And it's been in existence since about 2004. And Child Protection Month is the month of May, really. We in South Africa, we kind of look at things in months. So Child Protection Month is May. June is Youth Month. August is Women's Month. So in May, the Department of Social Development has designated the last week of May, every last week of May. And this year it falls from the 29th of May till the 4th of June as Child Protection Week, just as a way to kind of heighten the awareness around child protection issues in the country, and encourage people to make a commitment to look after our children.
Some people might say, but, aren't children safe? Aren't children okay? Why do we need to make a fuss about Child Protection Week?
Yeah, we'd like to think that our children are safe, and I think in many cases that's true. I think, everyone loves children is a good way to look at life in the world, and that's mostly true. But unfortunately, in South Africa, we live in a very violent society, both sometimes in our families, in our communities, and in the country at large. And in South Africa, about 1 in 3 children are in fact victims of some form of abuse. It may be physical, it may be sexual, it may be emotional. Also need to remember that neglect is also a form of abuse. So, there's a lot of issues around neglect in our communities, sadly. And it's quite shocking statistics, actually, in South Africa. We have possibly around 500 babies abandoned in the city every year. We know that in South Africa, the recent State of the Fathers of South Africa report showed that about 64% of children are growing up without their biological father in the home. So there are a lot of challenges for South African children, South African families, and we need to support families to be able to manage those.
Yeah, we definitely do. Vaughan, then talk to us. What can we, the people, actually do? Because, I can't exactly go into somebody's house and tell them how they should raise their children and things like that. But there are certain things that I can do.
Yeah, so I think, what Child Protection Week wants to do, what Connect wants to encourage is everyone, really, every adult is a child protection ambassador. Everyone has the opportunity and indeed the right and responsibility to promote child protection, to think about how best can we protect our children. And so particularly if you're working with children on a regular basis, it's your responsibility to make sure that you know what is the best way to report issues that affect children in your environment. And in fact, for every adult, we'd encourage you to understand, how do I report abuse? What do I do about neglect when I see it? There's great resources on our website, and you can go there to look for more resources for yourself or your nonprofit or your church. And also, I think you mentioned family. I think we must also remember that in our families, there is a way that I can be often a big brother, a big sister, the uncle, the auntie that's looking out for not just my own children, but my extended family, the children in my community, the children in my street. Children need that protective adult in their life. So even if you're not formally working with children, you have a role to play to look after the children, the young people in your environment, to be a mentor and to hear, to be present for children. Because often children disclose to those people. They disclose what's happening in their life to the people that they trust, to the people that take an interest in them. And you can be that person. We can be that person for the children in our extended family and in our community.
Brilliant. I love that. I love that. And then let's talk about the ways to practically and realistically report and highlight the plight of children.
Yeah, this is often a tricky one because people get concerned that, it's going to be technical, it's going to be complicated to report. But actually, there are great resources to do that. And if you can call 1011 to get hold of the police, or you can actually email the police at childprotect@saps.gov.za if you want to report something that's in your community, or you can visit the SAPS site. I must just tell you that the South African Police Service that's working with children here in our city is a wonderful group of people. We've met with them many times, and they are passionate about making sure that children are safe in our city. So reach out to the child protection unit in the city. Also, Childline's got a new number, which is 116, which is a lovely short number. It's great. So if you want to know that, post it up on your non-profit in your church. 116 is the new 24 hours helpline. And of course, if you're not sure, go to your local police station. Go to a social worker close to you. Find the Department of Social Development office if you need to speak to someone. Or even come to our website and connect with us, and we can guide you wherever you are around the city here in the Western Cape.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. With regard to that 116 number, Vaughan, is it a number that you can also dial from your cell phone, or is it only from a landline?
I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think maybe we can put that into the show notes later.
We will definitely do that. We will do our research on our side and just double check with regard to that. But a wonderful initiative. Vaughan Stannard, thank you so much for your time. So great to chat to you. Thank you for the amazing work that Connect Network is doing. We love it, and we are going to continue promoting Child Protection Week, Child Protection Month. It's so important for us to talk about this. Thanks again.
Well, thank you, Jonathan, for having us, and thank you to CCFm for highlighting these issues, and we really appreciate it, and we appreciate the community around the city that's getting involved. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, and all the best. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Get out of bed.
Breakfast can only taste this good when you have it with friends. Breakfast with Friends.